America's talking about Rosie and Elisabeth Hasselbeck going at it on The View yesterday.
Yeah, that was a heated exchange.
Not a fan.
A little personal.
Really not a fan of either one of them. I like how Rosie, believes in stuff and doesn't care and just speaks her mind. I respect that. I think she's nuts, though.
But she's crazy.
And Elisabeth Hasselbeck is just always in way over her head. Way over her head. She should just be doing the cute little entertainment stories for The View. She shouldn't be talking politics whatsoever.
Well, she's so completely on the right, the right wing, and she's not very.
And Rosie
informed.
Completely on the left, which makes it very interesting to begin with.
She blindly follows the party line.
Well, both sides blindly follow.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Rosie's a better talker than she is.
Rosie can rip her apart because Rosie's a comic. Contrary to popular belief.
We got some highlights, but do yourself a favor and get on one of the video sites. We like Break.com these days, and watch the whole thing. It is some great, great TV. It really is. I was talking to someone that is about the age of Elisabeth Hasselbeck, and this person said that she's an embarrassment to all women of that age group.
Really?
That this person should not be representing us. Absolutely. And the best moment I ever had watching Elisabeth Hasselbeck look like a fool was on Hannity and Combs when they just spanked her around and taught her about the First Amendment. When the whole Imus thing was going on, they decided Elisabeth needed to be on Hannity and Combs for what reason, I don't know. And she was gloating and so happy that Imus was thrown off the air.
Really?
And, we're not going to get into that per se, but what I wanted to say, Alan Combs just gave her a schooling on the First Amendment, and she sat there and she realized that she was in way over her head, and even her good looks couldn't save her, and she was just like looking into the camera all dopey and stupid and trying to fight her way out.
Started stripping.
And then Hannity the closer comes in. Alan Combs pitched a great game, and then Hannity just comes in and just struck her out. Oh, it was just some of the best TV ever.
What's she gonna do?
And I was at home
really
laughing like Robert De Niro in the back of a theater. I was just so happy that she got schooled because she doesn't belong in that forum talking about politics.
Well, I think they both take it a little too personally.
Well, they hate each other.
And obviously they hate each other. They talk about their friendship, but there's so much sarcasm in it when they're talking about it.
Yeah.
You just know these two really don't like each other, and it's all based on their political ideology.
See, now Rosie's not going to be on The View today. She's saying that her wife or husband, I don't know.
Who's the guy? I think she's the guy. So it's her wife.
Actually, Lindsay goes yesterday, so who do you think the husband is? And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Rosie.
Yeah, man, that's an
Rosie
obvious
is
one.
so the guy in that relationship.
Which do you have to be to make Rosie the girl?
Yeah, exactly.
So her, are they married? What are they? I don't know. They're happy, whatever. But
I don't know what the politically correct term is for a girl living with another girl.
Hot.
Her mate is turning 40, so Rosie's not going to be on The View this morning. And rumor has it that Rosie might be done. She might just say, you know what, I got only 3-4 weeks left. I'm done. But I hope she goes back on The View because something amazing is going to happen before Rosie's run is over. Something just beyond amazing, even better than the video that came out yesterday.
I lost all respect for Rosie O'Donnell and anything she has to say because occasionally she'd say stuff and you'd be like, yeah, okay, I could almost go with that. But when she started talking about the buildings, the 9/11 buildings and the government conspiracy, just eating up the drivel that is on some of these conspiracy websites, buying the complete lies that aren't backed up with any fact whatsoever, that's when I just went, Rosie, shut up.
Yeah.
And she's on the show just preaching it like it's gospel, and it's just a bunch of crap, and she's buying that whole thing. Goodbye. I can't listen to a word she says now. Well,
let's listen in on Rosie and Elisabeth. And it's tough to take sides because they're both what they are.
Here it is. It's two people on the opposite ends of the spectrum that have no middle ground.
Right.
There's no the sane people are the people that are in the middle and can take ideas from both sides. This is two crazy people who are so far on either side that they're exactly the same. These two people don't realize how close they are in ideology. They're just separated by the differences in the opinion, but their passion for it is how crazy they are.
There's two things I love. I don't agree with what Rosie's all about. I really don't. But I appreciate how Rosie talks down to Elisabeth and plays with her like she's just a cute cat.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't want to give the real hard hits because it's just a cute little thing.
Yeah, she obviously...
And I'm a big fan of just watching Elisabeth look completely stupid on TV.
She's obviously just being sarcastic.
I don't care who does it to her. I'm a huge fan of that.
She's condescending.
Yeah.
Well, Rosie didn't get by on her looks. That's one thing. As much as I find a lot of what she says repulsive, hey, look, at least she made a living being funny. I mean, she didn't get where she is by being cute.
Excuse me, do you remember the movie where she dressed as a dominatrix?
Yeah, hello.
How hot was that?
What was that movie again?
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Now that is how we want to see Rosie.
She doesn't look that bad.
Oh, shut up,
to the way
Jimmy
she looks
Norton.
now.
La, I am not listening to Jimmy Norton.
Why?
She is a slob in that.
Oh, is that her?
Yeah.
I thought that was Philip Seymour Hoffman. Nice.
All right, thank you, Jimmy.
Exactly.
I thought we lost you. What's wrong with you?
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
That stupid hair.
For a second, I thought we lost you. All right, listen, let's get into this a little bit. Some highlights from the big fight. But like I said, if you have time today, do yourself a favor and watch the long form because it's just great. Because Joy Behar started the whole thing, and
then
she
throws in some funny.
Then there's
clips.
a nice tag team going on, Rosie and Joy versus Elisabeth, and Elisabeth just getting madder and madder because she wants to be heard.
Yeah,
and everyone's like, "Will you shut up? You used to eat bugs on TV.
Just
stop." She used to eat bugs. She was on Survivor, eating bugs and looking just like hot and skinny and stuff.
Reason for not demanding a pullout date for our troops, which is essentially saying to your enemies, I don't know any team out there. I don't know any strategy that says, here's the big date we are going to
enemies.
To your enemies,
the
this
enemies
is when
in
we are
Iraq.
going to pull out.
The enemies in Iraq.
Al-Qaeda?
Wait, the enemies in Iraq.
He didn't even go after Osama bin Laden when he was supposed to.
Wait, Joy. You just said our enemies in Iraq. Did Iraq attack us?
No, I'm saying Al-Qaeda.
Okay, did Iraq attack us, Elisabeth?
Iraq did not.
Listen to this. Listen to Rose.
Yeah.
Did Iraq attack us, Elisabeth? Oh, if someone talks to me like that, I'm getting up and we're going to have a problem.
Even that isn't really a good argument. No. You don't necessarily have to be attacked by a country to go in and have a military action.
Yeah.
Now, in this case, obviously, people have their opinions, but that isn't really the end-all argument here. Were we attacked by them? Oh, then we shouldn't be there.
Yeah. Afghanistan didn't attack us either, but we all know who was hiding in Mr. You-know-who.
People hiding, so you got to drop a few bombs.
I'm saying Al-Qaeda.
Okay, did Iraq attack us, Elisabeth?
Iraq did not attack us,
Correct.
Rosie. We've been there before. I'm saying our enemies, Al-Qaeda. Are you hearing that?
I hear it, but where do you want to go, Bub?
We're going to political discussion with don't interview each other. Just
I love the sarcasm. She answers the question. She goes, correct.
Correct. Did they? Wait. I want my point. Did they attack us? Did they? Did they?
That's the great part of them. Rosie and Elisabeth, they are what each other hates.
Yeah.
Elisabeth is the entitled, hot, spoiled brat, and Rosie is like the mediocre fat chick that is smarter than she is and is louder than... Rosie's like the female Patrice who could just smack her around.
More quick-witted,
Because the things that usually get her by with men can't get her by with someone like
Elisabeth wants people to desperately think that she's smarter than she is.
Can I say that during this discussion, if someone walked in and shot all of us dead, it would be justified? We're talking about The View going, well, yeah, but Elisabeth does this. And I'm like, yeah, but then Rosie backs up. You go.
Discussing The View like it's a football game.
We should have our heads blown off.
All right, here we go. More.
Please, let's have a conversation.
You know why I don't want to do this, Joy? No, let me tell you why I don't want to do it. Because here's how it gets spun in the media. Rosie, big, fat, lesbian, loud Rosie, attacks innocent, pure Christian Elisabeth. And I'm not doing it.
But you don't have to. Let me do it. I haven't heard that line. Listen, I think that's unfair.
You should watch some of the shows that, you don't watch.
You accused me of watching all of those shows yesterday.
Rosie's a lesbian?
Heated. Oh, she just came out right there on The View. She said it.
I don't understand why it's my fault if people spin words that you put out there or phrases that suggest things. And I gave you an opportunity 2 days ago to clarify the statement that got you in trouble on all those occasions. I did that as a friend.
That got me in trouble. As a friend, you gave me the opportunity. That was very sweet of you. What I was asking is you, who actually knows me.
Yes.
Do you believe I think our troops are terrorists, Elisabeth?
I don't think that you...
Do you believe that, yes or no?
Excuse me. Let me speak.
You're going to double speak. It's just a yes or a no.
I am not a double speaker, and I don't put suggestions out there that lead people to think things and then not answer my own question.
What? I would answer that yes. I do think Rosie thinks our troops are terrorists. In everything she has said would lead me to believe she thinks our troops are terrorists. She always talks about the Iraqi dead and who's doing it. Our soldiers. They're not supposed to be there. So I put all of this together in thinking, yes, Rosie O'Donnell would think that our troops are terrorists.
No, I think that and here's how the semantics she'd get out of it. I don't think she thinks that the individual troops are because she knows they're being told to go where they're going. She would say, I don't believe that, but the technicality is she believes that they're agents of a terrorist. Like, do you understand that? She would probably say, no, I don't believe the troops are terrorists, but whoever it is that's sending them there is a terrorist. So but that's how she gets
So then Al-Qaeda, the actual people that strap the bombs to themselves, wouldn't be terrorists. It's the people that are in charge and sending them out. Yeah, it's semantics. I really do think she believes that our troops are being used as terrorists then. Everything she said leads me to believe that. So if I was that blonde bitch over there
call her the bimbo.
If I was the bimbo, I wouldn't be on the show. I'd be in front of a mirror naked, just toying with myself. But if I had to speak, I would have said yes.
Yeah, there you go.
I had a question to you, and you didn't answer.
I don't believe that you believe troops are terrorists. I have said that before. But when you say something like 650,000 Iraqis are dead, we invaded them. Let me finish.
You don't like the facts.
Terrorists. I am all about facts. You know that. You tell me not to use facts because you want me to go only on emotion. Guess what? I like facts.
I like them. You hide behind the ones you like. You cherry pick them.
I don't hide. I don't cherry pick.
Wait, can I make a point? Anytime you say, guess what? Whatever point you make after that, you sound like a retard.
Stinks.
You never sound brilliant going, guess what? And then making a point.
And Rosie...
Or, believe it or not.
And Rosie says you just like the facts that, you like. Mm-hmm. You just throw out the facts that you like. Well, that's exactly what Rosie does. She's thrown out with that 9/11 conspiracy crap. Those are facts that she likes that aren't facts. It's all this speculation and rumor and conspiracy theory. The facts are the things that Rosie doesn't like, so she doesn't accept them.
Oh man, you're helping out Elisabeth.
Well, I'm just being reasonable
I just
here.
like how she just is getting,
You know what it is?
It's
pent-up sexual frustration on Rosie's part. That girl is exactly Rosie's type, by the way. You see Rosie's wife, whatever it is, whatever you want to call her?
Kelly.
Yeah, she's like an older version of her.
Yeah.
Rosie is looking at that young nymph just going, God, do I want a chunk of that. Oh, do I want a chunk of that. She wants what amounts to a temporary blonde goatee is what she wants to do.
Are you saying that Rosie wants to give her a real talking to?
Exactly.
Yeah, all right.
You cherry pick.
I don't hide. I don't cherry pick.
Did I or did I not give this panel a list of facts?
And you know what? Oh my gosh, we're going to be right back with Alicia Silverstone.
We're not. No, because we have a lot more time.
This is where it gets great. So they try to go to commercial.
There's a black woman on the show. I believe she was a guest, a comic or something.
I don't know. Just
and she looks like Star Jones.
Okay.
She's like the Star Jones fill-in.
Yeah.
And she then tried to go to commercial, but obviously it wasn't time for a commercial, and Rosie wasn't having it.
Rosie goes, nah.
She goes, nah.
We have
I got more to say.
Why would they not want that? It's like everyone's talking about that dumb show.
Exactly.
No, you know what? They wanted this because not only do they not go to commercial, because they could just go to commercial right there. And I think that was about the time they would go to commercial. And Rosie's like, nah. And then they went split screen.
Yeah, they went split
The
screen.
guy in the control room, no, they wanted this yesterday.
Yep.
They've been waiting for this. So they went split screen. So you had Rosie on the left, you had Elisabeth on the right, and they're just blah, 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 blah.
I'm a little suspect because whenever stuff like this really happens, like the big blowouts like this, Barbara is mysteriously not on the show that day.
Yeah.
I don't think Barbara likes the type of controversy that goes on.
They both
like
know
this.
they shouldn't do it in front of Barbara.
Right.
Because she's such a powerful woman in the media.
Barbara stinks.
She really does stink.
Hey, could you make it about me? Because I'm 70 and irrelevant.
People were criticizing you for saying that because it suggested something, okay? So I said, look, take your opportunity now. You have a show right now to tell the world.
I want to take my opportunity to tell the world. I wanted to know what people like you, but you are my friend since September.
Yes.
Do you believe that I think our troops are terrorists? You would not even look me in the face, Elisabeth, and say, no, Rosie. I can understand how people might have thought that. Why don't you take this opportunity like I'm 6?
Because you are an adult, and I am certainly not going to be the person for you to explain your thoughts. They're your thoughts. Defend your own insinuations.
Elisabeth's got some issues.
That's a good point that she made, though.
Yeah.
The fact that it's like, it's you defend yourself. You're the one that said it's stupid.
It's not her job.
Don't make Elisabeth run to your defense.
I defend my thoughts.
Yeah.
Right, but every time I defend them, Elisabeth, it's poor little Elisabeth that I'm picking on.
You know what? Poor little Elisabeth is not poor little Elisabeth.
That's
right.
What do you think of that?
Poor little Elisabeth is not poor little Elisabeth.
I don't know, but how is she gonna? It's not poor little Elisabeth. It's not poor little Elisabeth. She's poor little Elizabeth.
Hang on.
You know what? Poor little Elisabeth is not poor little Elizabeth.
That's right. That's why I'm not going to fight with you anymore because it's absurd. So for 3 weeks you can say all the Republican crap you want. I'm not going to do it.
It's easier to fight someone like Donald Trump, isn't it? Because he's obnoxious.
I've never fought him.
Gets a ooh from the
I
audience.
told a fact about him. He didn't like this conversation.
I was in the middle of this conversation. An opportunity.
You don't give me anything. You don't have to give me. I asked you a question.
I asked you a question.
You couldn't even answer it.
Answer your own question.
Oh, Elisabeth.
There's nothing better than just listening to this type of thing, man.
Just two hens going at it like that. It's amazing. And you're right. We should just be shot for even discussing this.
Not just for enjoying the audio. That's fine.
I'm not even listening.
My father would be, he's talking about The View.
I'm not even sitting here going, oh, she made a good point. Oh, she made a good point. I just love that they're just going at each other's throats.
But I'm thinking,
I'm enjoying that part of this.
I should be, as I'm talking about this, I'm realizing I'm going, yeah, but Elisabeth is valid on it. And if a hand came out of thin air and slapped my face, I wouldn't question it.
You'd know why.
I would completely understand.
I asked you if you believed that I thought
answer your own question. I don't believe that your suggestion was right.
Since September,
yes,
I have told you I support the truth.
I have done the same for you.
I asked you if you believed what the Republican pundits were saying.
Yes.
You said nothing, and that's cowardly.
No.
Nothing.
That is not. Do not call me a coward because number one, I sit here every single day, open my heart, and tell people exactly what I believe.
So do I, Elisabeth.
Do not call me a coward, Rosie. I did not hide. It was not cowardly. It was honest. What is cowardly?
Is there no commercial in the show?
Joy she's amazing, actually. Is there no commercial? They went long for him, man.
Stupid Rosie trying to call her a coward because she didn't defend her properly. Shut up. Rosie's the one questioning how college Sheikh Mohammed, the number 3...
Ow.
That you never answer yourself. That is cowardly.
Directing the show. Let's go to commercial. Let's go to commercial.
I need a drink of water. Let's go to commercial.
The baby's fine.
Here's the thing. Sherry Shepherd has a CD.
It will make you laugh.
That's who was sitting in, Sherry Shepherd.
But the thing is, like, if Rosie makes certain statements and Elisabeth is going to, not defend her, I don't think that you can imply...
That one had to hurt. That's just a taste. They went on for like 10 minutes. Let's say hi to Rick. Rick, you're on the Opie and Anthony show. What's up?
Yeah, I got my period today, and I'm just wondering what I should take, guys.
Grab yourself a Midol.
I'm bloated. I'm not really feeling. I got really bad cramps. I just.
You got to get one of those warm. What are they called?
Get a hot water bottle and put it on your tummy.
On your belly.
On your belly.
Yeah,
Are you bloating, sir?
On your lower abdomen.
If you're not bloating, don't worry about the Midol. Just take an Advil.
Right.
But if you're bloating, take the Midol.
All right.
Thanks.
All right.
Good evening.
Hey, man. What can I tell you? It's something everyone's talking about today. So
it's fun.
It's fun to listen in as two people self-destruct.
Rosie, by the way, I love how she throws out, I do support the troops. No, she doesn't.
Of course she doesn't.
I love the line where I support the troops, and then every other word out of your mouth is something horrific about the troops, the military itself, the leadership, everything. Which you have a perfect right to criticize the leadership and how things are being run, the administration. But as far as the troops go, you can't then say you support the troops when all you do is talk about how many Iraqi dead there are and how our troops are doing awful things and bring up the Abu Ghraib, and then you're not supporting the troops.
You don't have to support the troops. I mean, one of the great things about, being American is if you don't support the troops, you can say it. I think the troops think. Then say that. Just don't, like you said, trash everything they're doing and then go with the byline of, well, I support the troops.
Because that's the big kicker. If you say you don't support the troops, then you're screwed. Then forget about it. Right. But at least be honest and say, no, I don't support the troops. She will always say, I support the troops, when obviously everything she said goes against that. So.
I, Jim Norton, say that I support the troops, but Absolutely. Only the hunky ones.
Wow.
Let's say hi to Michael in Brooklyn. Michael.
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey.
The best part about that whole argument thing is seeing the video. Elisabeth is pregnant, so her knockers are all swollen up.
Is that what you took away from that entire exchange? Her big pregnant knockers?
We're stupid guys. Who are you kidding? It's like, wow, look at those knockers.
Halfway through the argument, she's going to fall over like Adrian in Rocky 2. Bag of feed.
Swollen knockers. Nice. It's Opie now.